Well, hello, everybody. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, and hopefully your team wins today. However, we're here to talk about the weather and the cold front that's going to move through Thursday with the threat of locally heavy rain and maybe even some strong to severe storms during the day Thursday. Right after this. Hello again, my name is Christopher Bannon, and this is your work week forecast for Sunday, February 13th. So a quick look at our possible impacts over the next 7 days. Thursday seems to be the main time frame with that cold front coming through, locally heavy rain, and even possibility of strong to severe storms is possible. And there could be some light freezes across mainly northern areas, possibly tomorrow morning, but looks like Friday morning and especially Saturday morning. So let's start off at looking at the forecast over the next 7 days. High pressure is going to dominate the region tonight and then through Tuesday, and then finally around late Tuesday is going to really start to move off to the east. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow moisture and temperatures to really start to moderate, and especially moisture to build in. You can see that warm front's just south of the coast Wednesday, with the surface low developing over the southern plains east of the Rockies. And then we got that cold front coming through on Thursday, and that's going to be where we could see some locally heavy rain and thunderstorms. The cold front moves through with high pressure pushing it behind it, leading to a cold Friday and Saturday, and then maybe some return flow on Sunday with temperatures rebounding and moisture slowly returning. So what does that mean from a forecast standpoint? Well, let's look at the few points across our region. We've got New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Macomb, and Biloxi. As you can see, all of them start off kind of in the upper 50s to mid 60s tomorrow, with highs bouncing up into the 70s by Wednesday and Thursday, and then dropping behind that cold front back into the 50s and lower to mid 60s on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then if we look at lows, they're going to start off in that range near freezing a few places, or near 40 like New Orleans and the South Shore, and then slowly rising to the 60s by Thursday morning. And actually those lows Thursday are probably going to occur closer to midnight. Temperatures should rise throughout the morning on Thursday, right ahead of our system that we're expecting to see showers and thunderstorms with. And then obviously behind our cold front, we get another good little cold surge with lows dropping down to near freezing in a few locations, and otherwise in the mid 30s to lower 40s, and that will continue through the weekend. So let's take a deeper look at Thursday. What we're looking at right here is what we call the 500 Millibar Map. It's basically looking kind of in our mid portions of atmosphere where all of our weather occurs. And the biggest concern that we're watching is this yellow arrow, which is our forcing. However, the forcing, it looks like it's going to have that yellow circle area is where we just have a lot of broad lift. And without that punch, that arrow there, acting like a hammer hitting a nail, it's just a lot of like broad lift. We won't really see any thunderstorms shoot up, and probably see more, showers and a few thunderstorms develop everywhere. So what will this mean at the surface? Well, the surface low that's going to develop with that system, it looks like it's going to develop quite a bit further north. It still looks like it's going to be pretty deep, but as it moves further north away from our area, that's going to have some other impacts on the low-level winds across our region. Now, why are we concerned about the low-level winds? Well, in this image, you'll see the two smaller arrows and then the one larger arrow around that highlighted area. What this is our low-level jet is developing. Those two smaller arrows means it's slower wind moving into that region, whereas that one large arrow shows really fast, strong wind pulling away. So we get that area of divergence when we really need to see convergence in the low levels to get those stronger thunderstorms and even really heavy rain. So the other thing we kind of look at is kind of a loft in the atmosphere. We're looking at what we call that jet stream area. And the problem right here is that we have what we call some divergence or diffluence. You see the arrows there, they're showing the wind in that area, and it's actually more speed divergence, because what we want to see when we see heavy rain and strong thunderstorms is when we see those two arrows start to point away from each other, and they really don't. So we're seeing kind of that, we're not really seeing very strong diffluence aloft. So one last thing to look at is the moisture. Now this is what we call precipitable water. And you can see right here this deep area plume of moisture move into the lower Mississippi Valley and then continues off to the northeast and east across the southeast United States. Now, what does that mean? Well, what we see right here is the actual value, which is near 2 inches. 2 inches is pretty high for February. How high? Well, normally we're closer to 8 to 9 tenths, and this is about 1 1/4 above normal. So we're more than 200% above normal right now, and that's why we're concerned about the heavy rain threat. And it's very similar to the February 3rd event, where there was a lot of rain, a lot of moisture, and led to streaks of very heavy rain as storms trained over one another. So with that, let's look at the hazards expected across the United States. Of course, we're worried about severe weather on the 16th and 17th, which the Storm Prediction Center currently has that slight risk across much of the region. And the heavy rain, again, is a big concern. As you can see, it's pretty much across most of the central U.S., the lower Mississippi valleys, and all the way up to the Great Lakes. So we did just mention that the Storm Prediction Center has us under a slight risk. And you can see right here, this is day 5, the Thursday time frame, and anywhere from about Donaldsonville to Biloxi and north is currently under that slight risk. However, I would not be surprised to see that updated later tonight and possibly brought up further north, as the biggest concern looks to be locally heavy rain, and still can't rule out strong to severe thunderstorms, but the severe aspect is not looking as likely now. Now let's take a quick look at what we could see for the rest of the month. The first 6 to 10 days, which is going to include next weekend, temperatures will probably be below normal thanks to that cold front on Thursday, and it's going to be dry behind that front. However, as we get past this next weekend, things are starting to look like we're going to be warming up across most of the area for the last 2 weeks of February and going into March, and that will include Mardi Gras Day. Well, with the threat of severe weather, luckily it's severe weather preparedness week, and we're actually going to have a tornado drill Wednesday morning for both the state of Mississippi and Louisiana. All right, so a quick summary right now. Cool start to the work week, and then moisture will return Wednesday, and a lot of moisture. Could even see some fog Wednesday morning or Wednesday night. And they're looking for a strong system to move through the central United States Wednesday and Thursday. This could bring heavy rain and strong to severe storms to our area. And then cool heading into the weekend with a few of those Mardi Gras parades being quite chilly. And then don't forget, this week is Severe Weather Awareness Week, and once again we are having that statewide tornado drill at around 9:15 Wednesday morning for both the state of Mississippi and Louisiana. This will also be performed by the offices of Lake Charles, Shreveport, Mobile, and Jackson, Mississippi. Well, thank you again for watching this video. Hopefully for the upcoming week. If you got any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Leave a comment and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Have a great week.